I'm young.
Okay.
Least helpful response for age ever.
That's what she asked. She asked if I was young or old.
I'm so sorry, my Empress.
No. No.
The real question is, for curiosity, then be like, I'm young. How old are you?
Do it.
No.
This is even better than when I impersonated Curiosity. This is even better.
See?
It really is.
Arethias is now pulling his dagger out and is ready to commit seppuku.
Do you ask her? Do you say that out loud?
Please say yes.
I don't know. I'm gonna make a roll.
Oh no!
That's like a willpower roll. Don't worry, guys. I'm good at will.
Please make it a high roll that you need to succeed at.
I don't think it's a willpower roll. That seems like an intelligence roll.
Yeah.
Intelligence roll? Okay.
Or wisdom.
He's good at that too. He's good at that
I got
too.
a
so it
16.
I really just want to
Oh,
clap
and I
my
got
hand
stunt
over
die.
his mouth before he says anything.
What kind of role-playing stunts do I get with my 5 stunts?
I mean, I even pulled up the notes to see how old she is, so I can answer
I mean, to
this
me,
question.
it seems like not saying that is like an 18.
But he also got a bunch of stunt points.
Some points only work if you succeed.
Okay. Yeah, I remember how old she is now.
Stunned silence. You were so impressive that you all those who were like completely dumbfounded and unable to speak for at least a full round.
That's already in effect for Ares, so you don't have to worry about
When
that.
I just say,
It's
I
already
am
face-palming.
young, and then that's just what I say, and everyone's like very dumbfounded. That's what
You didn't ask
that
a
is
follow-up
pretty much
question.
what it
We were already dumbfounded. You need
is. Yeah, everyone
something.
was pretty much already like, what? Oh, well, glad I figured that out now. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you again for the rescue. Please be safe and light be with you. I hope I see you all again, still well and intact.
And you as well, Your
Know that-
Majesty.
Know that if you are ever within the Emerald Throne, you'll always have a place to be.
Gorm awkwardly gives a short bow whenever she turns to leave.
And I bow and say, my lady.
She gives a nod to each of you, and she starts to go up. Then she starts to go up the stairs. She gets halfway up the stairs when you hear her say, "Oh, hello there. Who are you?" And Curiosity, being pure, you look up and you see Ralphie is like pawing at her, and like she takes
Ralphie,
his little
behave.
paw.
Behave perfectly. Don't do anything that would make me unhappy. Do not destroy anything in this tavern or
I
anything
just go
anywhere
over
else.
and like clap my hand to Curiosity's mouth. I'm like, you're just gonna make it worse.
Ralphie just slow turns and looks at you, Curiosity. And then he sits up straighter as his little paw is being shaked by the Empress. And then she kind of gives him a little pat on the head, and he seems to be very dignified by this. And she continues her way up the stairs. And then the proudest catwalk you've ever seen, he walks down the stairs and kind of eyes you like, the Empress likes me. He stands at the bottom of the stairs and just looks at you with like all this like glee and just like arrogance that he can muster within.
Winter, you know how to make potions and stuff, right? Is there anything that can make someone unable to talk?
Why would you need that?
No reason. No reason
As
whatsoever.
I'm still holding my hand over Curiosity's mouth.
Why would you need that?
No reason at all.
I'm
on.
I can find something.
At the same time as you have this discussion, Jis appears from somewhere and holds up the brooch, and she holds up a beautiful picture she drew where she elaborated a lot of the details because now the phoenix is on fire. It is beautiful golden orange. The eyes are sparkling and on fire. It's very, very different from the brooch. But she shows you curiosity. She shows you the brooch. I finished looking. Winter, get your hand off of his mouth. He can't admire my stuff if you can't talk.
You can admire by looking.
No, he's got to tell me it's awesome. He's got to tell me that it's the best that he's ever seen. And otherwise, it's not totally worth it at all.
I just stared at it
Fine.
and I was like, wow, that's amazing. How did you draw it so quickly? And you even like colored it in. I thought you were just gonna make a sketch of it, but that's amazing. It's only been like 2 minutes.
Curiosity has been like 10. I timed it.
Okay, still.
Yeah, no, I'm really good. See, I told you I was really good. Also, I suppose I have to give this back to you.
Then I put it on.
She closes her book. It was great, though. Nyla says you're leaving without us, though, and I'm sad. Do you think we're ever going to see each other again?
I don't know. How long is the lifespan of a story?
I don't know. Like,
You don't know. How do you not know?
I don't pay attention to how old people live. Like, they just die and then it's like, oh, that's sad. Moving on. That's not funny. You shouldn't laugh when people die. You should just move on. You can't laugh. Laughing is bad. I've been told at funerals.
So this is a...
You were told that laughing at funerals is bad, or you were told while at a funeral and laughing that laughing is bad.
I do not
I was
think
thinking that
those
I don't think you
mutually
need to answer that.
exclusive.
So,
I'm not
Glorm,
sure I should say. I feel like I will get into deeper trouble.
Glorm has pulled Rafi aside and is
Look,
talking to him.
He just had a really weird face he was making, and it was really hard not to. It was like, I was told that was, but it like no one fixed it, and I was like, why did no one fix it? And they just like, it was very, I was told it was like, you know, dignified, that's how he died, and so he went dignified, but there's nothing dignified about dying like that. That was.
I see.
Anyway, I suppose you're going soon. Do you know when?
Tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow? Then you have to spend all day with me so that I won't be as sad when you go.
Okay.
I found some rocks when I was throwing. I think I want to show you, and then we can throw them at the people who are at the well. It's super fun. They think it's like bird droppings, and then they're like, "What happened?" It's great. These people are a little stuck up. They could use some laughter.
I bet they now think the well is
Is
like
getting hit
cursed.
with the rocks really the best way to get people to laugh?
Yes, because the little
What if we
kids
put on a
laugh.
play? How about we put on a play? I'm sure that would make people...
What? Why would you want to put on a play? That sounds super boring. You have to like learn lines.
Yeah, you can make people laugh. Go
What
read
about we
people
do a
your
dramatic...
contract.
can do a dramatic reading of some
Hey,
awesome stuff
We're
you've written
having a
down in your
moment here.
journal.
Don't ruin it by being mean.
We can go
I was
have a
being
dramatic
totally serious.
storytelling reading of something really cool that you have. Like about the dragon kin. Wait, is that what they're called? Dragonkin?
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. With wings.
Well, it's really not that impressive though. Like they fly and it's like cool, but it's like we can't. Oh wait, you can fly. You have wings. Never mind. Well, yeah, we can do that.
Flying is very cool.
Well, I don't. Actually, let's do this. I've never flown before. Will you take me into the sky? We can go flying.
I can try. Harmony might have to carry you though.
No, he's mean. I don't want him to carry me. And also, he's like super depressed all the time. It's super annoying.
Okay, I'm about to make a strength check. Or can I make a dexterity flying check? Or
I mean,
acrobatics check.
She's pretty light. So I will
Oops,
make
dropped her. She
acrobatics.
died. Oh no, so sad.
What am I rolling?
Acrobatics.
Oh, yay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go get some
13.
fermented milk from Laura Lane and a couple of pieces of paper. One with a Y, one with an N on it.
Okay.
And I'll find Rafi.
I'm gonna go see if she has any tea.
I mean, it's pretty easy. Ralphie is like, he's sitting on like the railing of the stairs, and he's sitting there with his tail twitching.
Actually,
full of
I
pride.
Gorm was talking to
I
him
pulled him
actually.
aside to talk to him.
Okay.
Well, he's still sitting on the railing, looking at you.
I think I was saying to him, so really, really need to watch out around Harmony. I really think he means to kill you. The next time you screw up, you should really cool it, man.
He just rolls his eyes at you.
Your funeral.
And he takes his claws, and he like fakes clawing at his eyes, and then he points at Harmony.
So you want to be buried or cremated? Right paw cremated and left paw buried.
He lifts up his right paw.
Got it.
Then he like takes his paw, and he like nudges it almost like he's gonna give you a fist bump.
Gormer's like, okay.
If anyone's watching, Gorm fist bumps Rafi.
Okay. I figured he'd do that. I'll let you finish with curiosity, and then I want to talk with Rafi for a second.
It's interesting how the first time I saw him, I was thinking about whether or not he'd be worthwhile killing and skinning.
And now you're fist bumping him.
Yes, the answer is yes, he is.
Alright, so curiosity, what did we roll?
13.
Okay. That's not that bad. Alright, so you guys go outside. What do you do?
Just fly up. I guess we can fly up to the top of the temple and stand on the bell tower. That'd be cool.
Okay.
And then we can fly
There's not
around.
any like visions of like gargoyles and demons at all in this town. Nope.
Nope. You're just
At least starting the day.
So, in the distant future, there will be stories of the half-orc who was butchering demons in the near the well, and the flying gargoyles.
And it was all because the inn started serving a new menu.
Okay. So you pick up Jis by like under her armpit, and she does the full Titanic thing where she puts her hands out and she just like lets the wind go through her feathers and she doesn't have any hair or fur or anything, but she goes through her feathers and you hear, which the rest of you immediately regret his actions because it was hard enough avoiding Jis in the tavern. Now that she's above the sky, and in like a semi-caved-in area, her voice just reverberates and echoes off of everything. This is the best thing ever! You were totally right, flying it!
Okay, time to roll another perception check.
And you just hear the word, awesome! For an impossibly long time. As she is just thoroughly enjoying her time in the sky. Yeah, no matter where you guys go, you hear that.
No, I still don't hear it. I decided that 17 I roll is her passive stealth to me.
Alright, so while that is going on, in the skies above, Harry, you come. Gorm leaves Ralphie. Ralphie hops off the railing, and he inches up to the doorway that's open, and he sits there and he watches Curiosity fly.
I will ding the cup of fermented goat's milk that I have.
He immediately turns around and looks at you. And he comes towards you, but then stops. And he looks at you a little suspiciously, and he looks at Harmony, like maybe it's poisoned, and maybe Harmony's in on this.
He's not in on this. This is purely a reward. I have a question. You will get this if you answer. He's not in on it. I don't.
He comes up halfway to you. And he still eyes Harmony. He gets kind of low. Keeps an eye on Harmony's hands. See if they're reaching for a weapon or something. And then he moves further, closer to the milk. Comes up to you. Puts his nose up.
Alright, my little friend. I have one question I wish to ask you, then you can have the milk freely. Okay? This little piece of paper that says Y, with the Y on it, is yes. I want you to pull that if your answer is yes. And this one, and I'll hold up the one with the N and say, this one is for no. Alright? And I'll put it down on the table. With the milk closer to me. Alright. My question for you is this. Let me look back at the names because I want to make sure I get this right.
He looks between the letters and he continues to glance up at Harmony.
Do you know an Azestra?
He perks up. Carefully puts his paw on the Y.
That's an interesting answer. I wasn't expecting that. In that case, do you know if she's related to an Ember Fury? Like, does she know him that you know of?
He squints and he looks up at the milk. Takes a sip of the milk first. Then he puts his paw on a no on the end.
Alright. Thank you, my little friend. That's an interesting answer. Yes, you may have it freely. It is yours.
He comes up to it, sniffs it, and then he goes to town on it.
It's only like a small cup, but it's still fermented milk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Harmony was noticing that he was giving me glances, so I was like, what's going on over there? If you come back, I'll just be like, you know what? I was mad. I need to have a talk with Rafi. It's like, she probably shouldn't have threatened his life. So I'm gonna take all my weapons off, hand them to Aerie. Like, swords, everything's like...
Actually, as you start reaching for weapons, Rafi does visibly flinch, and he gets really close.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I'm looking, and I'm like, setting them in Aerie's arms, like...
Is there anybody in the tavern noticing all of these people walking up and talking to a cat?
I mean, Laura Lane is there. She's been watching you for a while.
Yeah,
and
but she knows
Jax and Nihilus and Rack are in there.
The Saurians know we're crazy. She knows we're crazy.
Ralphie finishes the milk because it's not quite as much as he wanted. But he keeps the cup between you and Harmony, like as if the cup was going to protect him.
Yeah, right. So take all my weapons off, and I can go over, Joe. So, Ralphie, yeah, I got mad at you. You deserve it because you're acting like an idiot. You don't roll your eyes at me. Look, we're on the same side, right? I can't have you drinking your sorrows away. I know you. Look, your old master's dead. You're stuck with curiosity. I get it. You think it sucks. Yeah, right? Yeah, you think it sucks? Well, it sucks for us too because we know you have answers and you won't give us answers and you act like this is no big deal. Look, I'm not asking you to give me any answers, all right? And I'm done with that because I know you can't tell me. But the least we can do is start working together like we're on the same side. We're trying to do the same things. I can't. You act like you're the only one who's lost people. Like I've lost people. There are people back home probably dead right now that I knew. You're off getting drunk because you're sad because you miss your master, or you're stuck here with curiosity because you don't think he's the man that you deserve to be with. Well, help him become the person he's supposed to be. I'm trying to, but it's not working. But him being with you and you feeling stuck on everything, it's not helping at all. And yeah, you can't talk. I don't care. Start acting like you're a part of the team. Look, if you want to honor your old master's memory, what you're gonna sit there and you're gonna pout. If your master came back, how do you think he'd feel about that? You honoring his memory by doing what you're doing right now? I know I try and honor the memory of the people that died protecting our home. You owe it to your master. I don't care if you don't like curiosity. I don't care if you don't like me. I get it. I'm kind of a jerk sometimes. But we're all trying to do the same thing. So, we're the same team. The team ahead of everything else.
He kind of inches the cup closer to you. Puts a paw, just taps on the paw.
Hey, Barkeep, can I get a refill? Over here.
Clearly, because
No, I didn't say you can't. I didn't say you can't drink at all. Just don't be a drunk.
she pours it, and then Ralphie looks at the cup. He looks back at you, and he taps the cup again. And then he kind of points his head to an empty space.
Alright, good choice.
And he points at you and he taps the cup.
Yeah. I'm not drinking then.
He points to the empty space next to the cup, too.
Yeah. What about the empty space? Not getting the cat mimography
He wants you
here.
to have a drink with him. To seal the deal.
Curiosity says from the sky above.
Also, I don't appreciate being...
What?
We only heard appreciate and then nothing.
He doesn't appreciate
I don't
us being awesome.
insulted. Thank you. Have a nice day as I soar overhead.
We're in
No,
the building
like-
By the window.
We just
Yeah, just like
awesome.
yeah. Yeah, it's just like the harm is like yeah, Barkeep, I need something too.
Preference?
No.
Comes milk now.
Just not
A
no.
second.
Just not. Just
I have some coffee left over from breakfast. Unless
Sure.
you're wanting alcohol, because I
Yeah,
have
no.
that.
yeah. Something alcoholic would be good.
Oh, I thought you were saying no to the cup. Okay. And she takes a bottle of what looks like it's probably good stuff. I mean, the bottle's pretty fancy. And she pours it She pours a second cup, similar to the one that Rafi's drinking out, and pours it there. She puts it next to Rafi's cup. Rafi looks at you.
So, same team. Fix the rift. Honor those we lost. Don't get too drunk.
He starts drinking his drink. He looks up at you to make sure you're doing the same.
Oh no, I just like slam it. It's like a shot. It's like it's gone.
Speaking
You
of,
can't.
I was a warrior, man. Like.
He can't quite do that. His mouth is too small. But he,
so
he takes a couple sips. He sees you down it. He gives you a nod.
I think Gorm is going to walk up to the innkeeper and ask, "So, what's your most expensive alcohol?"
It's on the Empire's bill. Might as well drink all I can.
This is Gorm's exact thoughts just a few minutes ago. He's like, wait.
Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, I've got one for 1,000 gold. I'm gonna break it out.
No.
Well, we only break it out when the Empress is here.
Winter says from side.
Gorm just side-eyes you.
I don't think we should abuse the privilege that we've been given.
I'm just like turning around, like side glance behind me, like what is happening over there?
You hear Rafi kind of sigh in agreement with you.
Bunch of dirty killjoys. Alright, give me some mead then.
Got that. Got plenty of that. And she pours you a cup of tea.
And then I walk over. Do you have any more of that amazing tea?
Of course, yeah.
You got so much tea. He's just like.
So what does that tea do again? I forget. It's been a while.
It's just like spiced tea, basically. It's made from the spice that's popular, or that's grown here in Shigata, or Quinnis. Sagata.
Oh yeah, that super expensive stuff. Gorm.
Got my new Chicago
looking at
spiced
that.
tea.
What?
Chicago spiced tea.
I really thought you were going to say Chicago.
She did say Chicago.
No, she says Chicago or Shigata.
I said Zagata instead.
Yeah. It's
Chicago.
I said
It was very
Quinnis.
close.
Chicago.
Chicago with it.
Because I was like, I don't know
No.
about that tea.
She said Zagata. I will bet
I
she
heard
did in fact
Chicago.
say, well, your ears must still be plugged from your illness of 25 days.
Probably.
As Gorm downs his first mug of mead, he smells the tea and he looks and he's like thinking in his head, I see how it is.
We actually sell it in packs. It's one of the things we sell, like, you know, for travelers who come through. If you want, I could sell you I could give you a pack.
Arethias will, completely changing topic. Well, not changing topics, but Arethias has found a spot on the corner and has pulled out his lute and is just playing a lullaby.
If Gorb doesn't take that offer, I would.
Oh, Gorm didn't say any of that thing I said out loud. That was in his head. That was in his head.
Well, Winter will still ask for a pack of that stuff then.
Want the tea? Give me the tea.
Okay, so yeah.
Well, she doesn't really get coffee, so.
She pulls out a whole pack of, like, you know, really nice, not Twinings tea, spiced tea. She puts the box in front of you. I would tell you the price, but it hardly matters, so enjoy your tea. I'll just put that on the list of things that the... What happened to those curtains?
What curtains?
You should check the chair upstairs, too.
Oh, not the chair.
Gorm.
That was my mother's chair.
Gorm's like halfway through his second mother now. He's just like, he doesn't care.
Just doesn't look the same. And at this point, Bramble's going to try to just think in his head, I should just keep shut. And walk over there. Matthias sits down next to him and pull out his flute. And just try to...
He just, like, looks sadly as she writes on a list. If anyone's nearby, you can see, like, she's writing a list of all the costs, and at the bottom, it's, like, curtains, torn up chair.
It's a great tab, guys. Well, we might as well just start a bar fight while we're at it, because the tab's being covered. Perfect opportunity. Bar fight with no consequences.
I stopped playing my flute. Well, just let Rafi keep drinking.
As Rafi looks at you, Bramble, and just gives you, like, a side glare.
And I just
Like, I would never start a bar fight.
Just a heads up, Gorm's just basically just gonna keep drinking until he can't no more.
Till the world.
Oh,
Oh dear. I regret everything.
Alright. Alright, so with that, if you guys are going to do anything else for the rest of the day, then you guys spend most of your day at the tavern, drinking, talking, spending...
Winter highly regrets
Fine.
decisions right now.
Buying things.
Racking up a ridiculous tab. I'd try and pull Ari away for a conversation.
Thinking about what Winter said to her uncle and aunt, like, maybe that wasn't the best things to say now after seeing how they're acting. Oh well.
I think like half a keg in, Gorm starts singing like working songs, more butcher songs.
Oh no.
Yep, the whole town is gonna have like legends of nightmares. They're gonna be like, we're gonna be the nightmares that the children are scared of, Lee.
Yeah, they're all going to be cheering when we leave.
Well, I think...
This is why you never go into the thing that only the Empress is allowed to go into. It's a terrifying place.
And, like each of the songs that Gorm is singing are like instructions on like things you need to know for butchering each type of animal that he typically hunts.
Yeah, Winter
Just
officially
like
leaves the
children's
tavern.
rhymes for hunters.
Oh, Winter, you leave the tavern? You hear...
Winter, yeah.
I'm a dragonborn! I am a dragonborn! Oh, hail the dragonborn jizz!
I quickly cover my ears and run back in the tavern.
So, you
Don't go out
Flash
there,
it down
guys.
the very end.
oh.
Oh gosh, it's no better in here.
With a nice lullaby being played in the background because I rolled a 17.
this nice lullaby playing over...
No, I know exactly what happened.
Just playing to rain over this tiny town.
I imagine
Right. Until the lullaby's playing, until I pull Barry away for a conversation, and
Yes.
there's not a lullaby being played.
Yes, and when Harmony
Yeah.
pulls me away, I will go ahead and put it up or put my loot up and see what he's got.
Just a
I'm
curious
going to-
question for role-playing. How is Jeffrey handling outside?
Oh, Jeffrey's great. He's got
Okay.
water, someone's taking care of him. He's
Well, no, I was just thinking as far as the noise out there.
He's like watching it, like, ooh, there goes flying stuff.
he's been very curious about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna cover my ears and run towards camp.
Yeah. Curiosity flies a little too close to the tavern. I am the queen of Glowfall. All your power for me in terror.
And I continue to go to camp, and then eventually when I get there, I'm going to crawl into my tent, cover my head with glow, and try to go
Hey,
back to
next
sleep.
year's winter.
What can I do for you, Harmony?
Well, I just wanted to clarify a few things. So you said you were reactivated, and you weren't using your real name before, well, and you're still not using your real name. So what exactly did you do for the Empire that you're being reactivated to do?
To put it in the best way possible, to keep as much of a secret as I can, as well, because I don't know who would be listening. I was one of those that the throne would use to both listen in on rivals and eliminate certain targets.
So which are you being asked to do now?
Spy right now.
What are we looking for?
The group of people that we're looking for is related to some of the political insides. We're looking for particularly any keywords that we could, or any particular mentioning of the phrase Silver Star, particularly in reference to a group of people who call themselves that.
Silver Star.
Yes.
Oh. What are they?
Beyond them opposing or being very secretive around the Empress, I'm not sure what or who they are. She fears for her life around them, and I have a feeling that they are probably, most likely, behind some of the unexplained deaths of the latest emperors, which are, of course, Kayleigh's family and also mine as well.
So are we dealing with a political group that's inside the government? Or is it something that's, well, is it connected to what we've been experiencing?
Connected to what we've been experiencing? I am not sure, but I do know that these people would definitely use somebody like Lelora. The power that she offers, if they were to tap into that, they would take the throne and dispose of anybody who was on it.
Right. So we take a look out for that. Maybe we figure out who Laura is working for at the same time. I guess put her head on a pike for trying to capture me and cat curiosity.
Yep, pretty much.
Excellent.
Since these people are a threat to the Empress as well, we are. Not only am I a spy in activation, but since they are a threat to the throne, my role as assassin is also active.
So you're going after these people who are acting with official authority?
It's official authority as far as as far as in we succeed. It's one of those things of plausible deniability. She's told me unofficially that I am to do this, but she is.
Great.
Yeah, it's one of those fun stuff.
Well, let's see where that leads. Hopefully leads to the same place we've been going all along.
Yes, I do too. That and in her vision, she noticed our weapons protecting her. So protecting her from this silver star as well.
Silver. No, just can't. We've been trying to figure out what Laura was looking for in Sagata. There was something connected to the Shadow Soul Necromancers. The Troglodytes called it shiny. Silver Star sounds pretty shiny to me. What if they're named after something that actually exists? Just a thought. Maybe keep an eye on it. I'm probably wrong. I'm just not always right.
I understand. But I think you're right on this, at least I share your opinions on it. This Silver Star group sounds like a group that took their name after something. What better name to take than something innocuous as a star that was also possibly used during the Shadow Soul War?
There's nothing historical that you would remember for that name being something. There's nothing.
Would I?
Yeah, go for it.
That would be
Roll nat sixes.
intelligence,
You
cultural
can do it.
lore.
No, this would be historical lore.
Historical? Okay, then just a +1.
No, let me roll. No, let me roll. It'll be -1.
You can roll too. I mean, you guys are discussing this. If you want to think back to what you know.
I know nothing. I know nothing.
Oh,
The war. Yeah, but then you'd have to like weirdly try and figure out how I just remembered this thing that I should have known the whole time.
I mean, curiosity. Read a book of the top 10 interesting places, or interesting rumors about
No,
this.
I rolled an 8, so no.
I have a 9 total, so it's not coming to me at the moment.
No, guys, you don't know anything.
Cool. All right, sweet. We still know nothing. Awesome. Punches abound.
My class has dealt more with biology rather than history, shall we say.
I'm just like, oh, the assassination thing, got it. I was like, I got you.
Yes. Military tactics rather than history. Either that or I was asleep during the class.
Figure it out, or I guess we'll fail what we're trying to do. So that's not an option, so we'll figure it out.
Yes, we'll figure it out. Alright, anything else?
No, I think that was it.
Alright, if you can, make sure you keep an eye out for anything regarding the nightmare.
Kind of cut out. What about a nightmare?
Sorry about cutting out. If you can, if you can, try to keep an ear out for anything regarding the nightmare from the Crimson Force. Azestra.
Oh, okay. Why would nightmare be important?
She is the one investigating into the deaths of the recent emperors. Rafi also knows her. I'm kind of wondering if the Crimson Force, Rafi included, kept in touch with each other quite well. And I've also wanted to meet this particular person.
Yeah, well, I don't want to meet from they're dead, so I can meet them. Apparently they just couldn't finish what they started.
That's what it seems like. Either that or they need help tracking down this centuries-old enemy. I'm not quite sure which, but...
Well,
it's obvious we
I
are
was
connected.
I should talk to Niles to see if he has any shortcuts that don't take the main path that we could take to get the sea shine, and that we don't have to pave way for the caravan.
That sounds good.
All right. I'm gonna go run and find Niles. Be like, tell me all the secret trails.
Secrets. Secret.
It's easily done. He's over by the fire, like, not quite asleep, but almost there, and smoking the pipe that he occasionally smokes.
He can
Very
sleep with
occasionally.
Gorm singing loudly.
I mean, he's old. If you think you're great at tuning people out, he lives with Jis. So
This is true.
That is true. Yeah, he deals with Jess all the time.
Fair taken.
he's just kind of half dozed off. And there's a chair on the opposite end of him if you want to sit.
So I was hoping you could help me with something before we head out.
Yeah, no, not like I was sleeping at all. What can I do for you?
Well, now that we don't have to worry about the whole caravan being able to follow us, I was wondering, I don't know how much you've traveled this far north, but if you had any, like, shortcuts, passages that bandits wouldn't know where to look. I'm kind of done with bandits.
Oh, that's understandable. No, I've... Glad you... Sort of a silly question. I've been all over Aquitas, every inch of it. So, yes, I know shortcuts. You have a map?
Maybe, yes. I don't know who has the map anymore. The map got kind of
Well, let's say Harvey has the map.
amorphously mapified.
Well, we'll just say Harvey has it then.
It's
Like, well, yes, I do. Secretly, I stole it from Winter when she wasn't looking.
There's such a winter look right there. He takes it, he looks at it. Oh. Well, this isn't a very detailed map at all. It's more of a region map.
Yes, it is.
Lad, I think that would be the first thing you need to change. He hands it back to you.
What?
Why are we looking at IKEA stuff? IKEA tags? Made in the Czech Republic?
Because I was just like very confused that I was like, this is made in the Czech Republic. I didn't see the IKEA part. Like, why was this made in the Republic? And I see.
Because IKEA. Okay, back to our regular scheduled programming.
Alright, finding a better map. Yay, take one. Finding better map.
But, yes. How good is your memory?
My memory is fine.
Excellent. Then I'll just make you memorize it. Anyway, yes, there's a path not too far from here. You can take it through there's a sort of a small cave system. Now, I've been through there several times. I've never seen anything dangerous in there. Not to say that this, this
Yeah, Harvey's just smiling at that, like, yep, sure.
fair warning. There's lots of dangerous things as well as we're seeing. More danger is to come. So, just be aware of that, but I don't think you should encounter anything. But follow it through. It should take you about 2 or 3 days. When you're through that, you'll be on the outskirts of Seashine.
Oh, that is quite a shortcut.
Yes. I've only used it a couple of times to expedite certain hunting trips. Also to avoid difficulties. That's why I told you why I wanted to come to Glowfall in case something like this happened.
Well, thanks for the information.
Of course.
Yeah, if I don't see you in the morning, good luck. Stay safe. It's been a pleasure traveling with you.
Likewise. I think you're going to do well. I don't know what the future holds for the rest of you, but I think you... I know that you have your duty, and I respect that, and obviously that comes first, but have you ever thought about what you're going to do afterwards?
Nope, I'm not sure there's going to be an afterwards.
Well, there won't be with that attitude, son. But, you should think about it. I think you'll make a great leader someday. I can see it. And I think if you start working on it now, with your, gaggle of friends here, you might make yourself into something interesting one day. And I would like to see that day.
Yeah, you'll probably be disappointed. I'll solve my mission, retire, do nothing.
Well, that wouldn't disappoint me, but it would be understandable. Just think about those opportunities when they come to you. You'll regret them. Trust me, you will if you don't. Anyway. Oh, I should let you know there's going to be no light in that cave whatsoever. I know your gloaming, so it's not that much of a deal, but for people who aren't used to being underground for a long time, that can mess with them a little. So just be aware of that. Be aware that your friends might get a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it'd be like going back home.
For you, not for the others.
Yeah, well, I've had to be out in the open for this long. They can be in a cave for 3 days. True,
but empathy is a good thing for a leader to learn. I would work on that.
Well, obviously, it was a joke.
Well, I'm too old for jokes, to be honest. I prefer direct communication. I'm kidding. It's fine. I understand. Of course, humor. What else do the young live for? You're too old to be depressed like me. Or sad, or just, well, old. I mean, that's really what I meant. Old.
So you're sad, I'm mad. Everybody else is, I don't know, confused. And it all works out, anyway.
Well, as long as you have someone like Jis in your life who's always happy, nothing too bad will ever happen to you. That's why I keep her around. It's good for the others. And it's good for me. So don't crush the spirit of those two young ones, Winter and Curiosity, too much.
No, just make sure they're not dead.
Hey!
Finn is left out of it. It's like, fairy will be fairy. You cannot control fairy. Fairy will not be crushed.
Fairy cannot be crushed. Except literally.
No, because then she'll just go back into her amulet thing and she'll be fine.
Doesn't mean she wasn't crushed, though.
So,
I think Gorm's going to need to come out with a bunch of an album of songs now. It needs to happen.
I'm just imagining all of these chats happening to the background of Gorm singing loudly.
What happens is every time Airy tries to do a lullaby on his instrument, Gorm just ad libs some he superimposes some gruesome song over the top of it.
The song comes out beautifully, but the vocals are depressingly horrid.
Winter's having horrid dreams of deers being cut to pieces.
And it's Gorm doing it. He's doing magic tricks with deer skin, and it's just pulling it off. The magic trick.
With Gorm's voice in the background, singing in her head. plus some strange screaming of awesome in the background somewhere.
So you know the magic trick where you pull the tablecloth off without any of the anything falling off the table. I'm imagining that with a deer.
Curiosity, one more time around the bell.
It's
Yeah,
just a
she's
conveyor
thinking
belt of
just
deer and
a
gore.
whole bunch of. She had nice restful sleep the day before. This isn't restful. It's terrifying.
I mean, in hindsight, you guys you've had some stressful couple of days. This is probably not bad to let off a little bit here and be a little bit strange. But Harmony, as your conversation finishes, and like for the first time, Nihilus is actually noticing what's going on around them. Oh boy, you have your hands full, lad, but I'm going to sleep now so you can deal with it.
As he hears Jess.
Oh, also, will you deal with Jess? I don't want to.
I figure if she yells so much, maybe she'll be hoarse tomorrow.
That's not possible, I've tried.
Well, you're lost.
Yes, it is, but right now I'm telling you to go deal with it.
But I thought you
I
said
gave you
that
that
someone who's
shortcut.
always that happy is a good thing.
That's
I'm getting
true.
mixed
Also-
messages now.
Also, so is sleep. And I still have to lead this caravan. I'd rather not have everyone in Glowfall upset with us.
Don't worry, I know how to handle it. I'll just
no.
fly and be like, "Hey, Curiosity, it's time for sparring. Jess, you wanna join us?"
Bow! Curiosity! Let's fly away together. We can leave all these boring people and never return.
And Curiosity's
That
just
would be as
sweating
fun as
beads
you
of
think it-
sweat down his face.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Like, okay, I think we're done flying for today.
Wow! I stay up here forever.
She doesn't even notice that her head is soaking wet for your sweat.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad that you now appreciate how awesome. It's even more fun when you fly underground.
You should roll Constitution Stamina to see how long you stay up there.
I mean, he spends the Lumlings fly all the time. It's not really that big of a deal.
Carrying a second person.
She's
Small.
really light. She's pretty small. And she doesn't wear much either, so. Well, there's not exactly caves to fly here, so, like, teasing me about things that won't ever happen. That's sad.
Won't ever happen. Well, you can just visit the glowing caves. Just pretend those are gasps instead of coughs.
Do you need to, like, do you have to put me down? Are you, like, that sick or tired or whatever?
I mean, we've been flying like all day, haven't we?
No, it's been like 10 minutes, totally. You're really weak. You should prove yourself and fly for, like, more time.
I'm pretty sure I've seen
I'm pretty
at
sure it's
least
been longer than
overhead
that.
You
at
could
least
have.
100 times by now.
I think you need to learn how to do math.
I didn't catch. What do you guys?
Fine, you can put me down. But only if you promise. I don't think you ever showed me where in the map their home is. So, like, show me that, and then show me how to, like, get into your home, so, like, they don't totally stab me when I'm like, I know Curiosity, and they're like, we don't have a Curiosity. That would be really embarrassing.
Yeah, if you go there, maybe you shouldn't say that you... Until after... Yeah. On second thought, maybe you shouldn't visit the Glowing.
Wait
That's
a
fine.
minute, that sounds like a story. What did you do? You pull a prank that no one liked. I've done that.
Sort of.
Does this have to do with what
Wait, Vinda, what?
Harmony was saying? She's
we
been
landed next
there.
to the inn. Binda's appearing.
Oh.
She's been flying around with them.
Oh. Like, okay, you
Oh.
have to tell us now. What did you do?
I don't think that Harmony wants. Yeah, I don't think
He's
he
not
should tell you.
here. Is he? Do you see him here?
What's
He's
this
hiding
about?
Am I
there.
going to
He's
know?
waiting to spar with me.
Does this have to
Say
do
it
with what
really quick,
Harmony
really
was
low.
saying about drugging someone to get away from?
Even if she's gonna
Yeah,
kill
it has
us.
something to do with that.
Come on. Come on. You know you want to say. I tell no soul.
So let's just pretend like you're traveling around. You see some glowmlings, and then you go up to them, and they introduce themselves. What do you say?
I say, I've never seen a glowing before. This is awesome.
And they say, "What? We're looking for a glow. Have you seen him?"
I say, well, that would be cool if there were more of you, but clearly there's not, so you should go.
Good work. That's perfect.
I'm confused.
It's okay, I'll explain to you when you're older. Because you're like 8, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, Harmony and I had to sneak out of the gloamling city that we were in. Yeah,